Nice. Welcome to Strong for Life. So glad we can do this today. All right, where we get a little bit stronger, we get a little bit healthier by moving our bodies. That's what Strong for Life's all about. In terms of equipment, I've got just some light dumbbells. I've got a resistance tube that you can adjust the resistance on just by where we place our feet or how many feet we put on. I do have a chair nearby if I want it, and then, of course, walls on the side if I need it. And let's see, what's our meal for today? Our meal for today is vegetable broth. So I don't know what that will turn into, but we'll see. Maybe we'll just be lifting it, and that's all. All right, it's time to get started at Strong for Life. Let's begin marching. Here we go. Here we go. All right, starting to move our bodies by moving our arms and lifting our knees. Just a little bit of a march. And then we're going to start reaching into the sides of our bodies. Let's begin reaching side to side. There we go. Bring that bicep to our ear, reach overhead and stretch the side of our body out. There we go. Just stretching through those ribs. Down to those hips. Trying to create that length, fingertips to our heels and maybe even tapping the heels to the ground. Good. Now, let's bring those arms parallel. Twist and pivot, making sure we're picking up those feet as we turn side to side, helping to just loosen up our lower back. And if you want a little bit of a calf stretch here, driving that back heel down towards the ground. Driving that heel down to the ground. Just tap it down. Get a little calf stretch right there. That's good for our feet to stretch out like that. Our heels and our arches. Okay, get those feet moving. Awesome. Now let's face the front, wide stance, squat and reach. Come on down and lift up. And as we reach on up, maybe lifting those heels up to get a little squeeze on the calf. So we're getting all parts of the leg working. Practicing our squats. Make sure our knees are going towards our toes, keeping those good alignments on those knees. That's how we keep those knees happy, right? That's how we get them happy and keep them happy. Okay, otherwise, they might get a little grumpy at us. They get a little grumpy at us. Awesome. Let's stay up this time, swim and kick. A little bit of coordination and a lot of bit of mobility through our shoulders and through our hips as we kick forward. We're going to lean forward as we reach forward. That will engage our core as we lift our legs. And then you might feel a little stretch on the back of those hamstrings. And that's all good. All right. Keep reaching. No need to touch those hands and feet. I mean, if you can, that's fine. If not, that's fine. See how it goes in this class? Everything's fine. All right, let's work those knees side to side so we can loosen up our hips. Good, front and center and out, nice and wide. There we go, just drawing those knees up. Starting to get into those hip joints a little bit. Yeah, that helps with that mobility. Helps those hips feel better. As we move around, as we get up and down. That's right. Getting those hips working for us today. Awesome. Now let's tuck those elbows into our ribs, thumbs to the back of the room. Good. Keep them right there, those elbows, as we work our rotators, our shoulders. Okay, that's that other ball joints on our body. We just want to make sure we get both of them kind of moving and working today. I hope you had a chance to get outdoors and enjoy some of that nice yellow thing in the sky yesterday. That yellow thing surrounded by a bunch of blue stuff, that would be the nice blue sky. All right, we're going to go through these again nice and fast this time. Okay, so you can go a little bit faster, but I'm going to speed through them too, just in terms of the elapsed time that we're spending in each one of these. Let's begin reaching side to side. That turned out to be a really nice day. Got some yard work in. Got some garden in. Well, mostly Angie and Lily, but I was doing some of the other stuff. Twist and pivots. I also got a super long walk in yesterday too, out on the trail. Almost about 2 hours. 2 hours. Yeah, all right. Good. Squat and reach 4 and no more of those wide stands. Come on down. Just give me 4 reps. And no more. When you're done with those 4, you guessed it, swim and kicks right back to it. Right back to it. Reach for it. Reach for it. There we go. Sometimes the arm wants to move and the leg just stays right there. Okay, all right. There we are. And then those hips again. Here we go. All right, work those hips. Get them loosened up. Get them working. Get them working. And the elbows, we'll tuck them in so we can work those shoulders. One more time. All right. All right, a little cardio. We got 3 exercises that we're gonna do cardio, 30 seconds a piece, and we'll end up going through them twice. First one's called the 2-2-4. So it's 2 high knees, and then 4 individual knees, okay? So let me just demonstrate real quick. It'll be 2 and 2, and then 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 and 2 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Once you get that rhythm, go right ahead and get it going, okay? Here we go, we're going 30 seconds, you can start. Now if you want a little up option here, you can add a little bounce. And 4, 3, 2, and 1, and 2, just a little bounce. You can still add that bounce while still staying on the ground, just lifting the heels up, or a little hop off that foot. There we are. Making our minds think too, just a little bit. A little counting going on. Not a super big number, but it's enough to make us think how we're moving. 3, 2, and done. Okay, all right. Very nice. Very nice on those. Good. Getting those knees up there. Awesome. A little 15-second break. Next up is a capoeira. Capoeira. Okay, a little Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So we're going to stand feet side to side. We're going to step side to side and bring one foot back and just tap it back. Just tap it back. It's not a lunge because I'm not bending that back knee. I'm bending the front one, but I'm tapping back. Okay, if you want to add a little bit more, add some pace. Add some pace. Get a little bit lower if you want to on this as well. Okay? Otherwise, step and tap. Step and tap. You can also just a little hop if you want. Okay, so there's all sorts of ways to kind of tailor make it just for you. Whew, yeah. There we go. Take it ourselves. Traveling from wherever we're at, mostly Bloomington, to Normal, to Brazil. We're going to Brazil right here. 3 and 2 and done. Okay. All right. Next exercise is called the step side high knee. And it's really just a single Heisman. We've done Heismans before, 1, 2, 3, and knee. We're just gonna take out the 1 and 2, and we're just gonna go straight to the knee. Okay, so we're gonna step side to side, bring a knee. Okay, and then maybe strike that pose, that Heisman trophy. Here we are. There we go. We get that little Heisman move from Insanity. Okay, but we can also just make it work for us right here. Side to side, high knee. Okay, so feel that side-to-side momentum as we're stepping into this, okay? And we can always reduce the range of motion. We can always just drag a toe and not even lift that knee, okay? Returning in to that knee, rotating, looking at it as we draw that high knee up, okay? We can always add a little bit of pace too if you want to. Always add a little bit of pace if we want to. All right, we're right at 3 and 2. And that will do right there. A quick little breather right here, about 20 seconds, then we're gonna get right back to it. Gonna get right back to it. We're gonna do those all again. Time for some little H2O. Okay, all right. Whew. Notice I'm just going with the clear H2O today, not the brown and hot coffee stuff. I tell you what, let's go. You know, with this this whole stay-at-home thing and stuff, man, I can drink some coffee if I'm not careful. I can drink a lot of coffee if I'm not careful. So I really gotta think about what's my water intake, because coffee dehydrates us. It's a diuretic, and water hydrates us. So you know, even though coffee's made with water, I don't get it all, but it. But anyway, all right, 2-2-4, 2-2-4, high knees. I figure, you know, the more coffee I drink, the more hydrated I am. All right, 2-2-4, 30 seconds, and then 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just figure out your little cadence here and your pace. Maybe you can add that little bounce in that step. Yeah, there we go. We're getting 30 seconds right here. All right. It's good to get our bodies moving. It's good to get our bodies moving. Keep those joints active. Yeah. Yeah, so purposely trying to limit my coffee intake. It's not working very well, but trying to. All right, 3, 2, and on. Okay. And we can always try. Right? Very nice. All right, capoeira. Let's go to Brazil. Again, step side and tap it back, okay? A little bit more energetic if you want to. We know what's coming at us now. It's the second time through. If you want a little bit more, you know what to do. Get after it. Good. 30 seconds right here. Good. Little tap back, a little hop side to side if you want, or step and tap it back. Awesome. We're 5 seconds away. Hang on. We got this. 3, 2, and done. Okay. All right. Starting to get warmed up. Starting to feel good now. Step side, high knees, or single Heismans, if you will. All right. So make sure we get that side-to-side momentum. Okay, turning into that knee. And again, if you want a little bit more, add some pace. I didn't show it this fast last time, but we can get after it. Can really get after it. Still with that side-to-side push on those feet. Good. Yeah. There we go. Here we are. Keep going. Less than 10. We got it. We're about 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and done. Shake those legs out. Again, a little sip of water, and it's time for some balance and stability. All right. Moving along and moving on. Good stuff. All right. So, the first one is going to be all about just holding our balance, okay? And it might get us a little bit wobbly. So maybe being next to a chair, maybe being next to a wall might be something that's helpful. Okay, so it's a revolved hand to toe, a little yoga pose. Right here, we're going to stand on our right foot. Left knee is going to lift. Initially, we can hold that left knee with our left hand. And then we're going to take that right hand and then replace that left hand to the outside of that left knee, and then point that left hand behind us. Okay, and either stay looking forward or take a peek at that hand behind us. Just watch, you're going to wobble, you're going to stumble, and that's okay. All right, just have a little foresight to let go of that leg and set that left toe down if you're losing your balance, okay? And don't worry about the fact that we lose our balance, because that's what we do this for. We practice our stability. This continued practice builds up that strength through those stabilizer muscles and that muscle memory, so we get stronger and healthier and better at doing this. So let's go ahead and set it down. Do the same thing, other side. Okay. All right. Left foot stays on the ground this time. Right knee lifts. Initially, right hand under that right knee, and then replace that right hand with that left hand and point that right hand behind us. Okay? Or just wherever, however far it's going to go. And if you want to take a peek then over that right shoulder towards that right hand, okay, that creates all sorts of stability challenges for us, but that's good for us. All right. Holding the positions best we can, and I just wobbled out, and you can also come out as well. Okay, see, even I wobbled out and set a foot down. It happens, okay? And so we just deal with it when it happens. All right, a little knee lift and runner's balance, some dynamic movements, and then we're going to hold those positions. Right foot on the ground. We're going to lean in just a little bit, lifting that left foot up for a little runner's balance. So it's like we're running. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see that. Okay, and then we're going to draw that left knee up, stand tall, and then lean back in. And just continue to just flow through this. Continue to flow through this. Just a little lean forward, not a super deep hinge. Just press that left foot back just a little bit. Okay, so we're just moving, and you're moving at your own pace. Find that comfort level for you. Okay, and then the next time we find that runner's balance, hold that position. Hold that position. That's right. And then the next time we find knee lift, hold that position. Stay right there. And then switch sides. Good job. Good job. All right, same thing, other side. Left foot's grounded. Left foot's grounded. Let's find that runner's balance first. So a little bit of a lean in, bend in that knee. Good. Hinge forward, and then draw that right knee up. Left leg on the ground. Runner's balance to a knee lift. There we are. This is working the legs a little bit too. Working those glutes a little bit. All sorts of balance going on. All right. Next time we find that runners, let's hold that position for a moment. Hold that position. Good. Ready to move on? Let's get that knee lift. Bring that knee lift up and hold that position. 3, 2, and done. Yeah, there we are. Shake those legs out. Shake those legs out. Okay. All right. So this next one, again, just back to an isometric hold. So we're just going to stand on our right leg, and we're going to lift our left knee up, and we're just going to try and wrap both arms around the left knee or support the leg with both hands. The key thing here is to try and use both hands. Now, if you need a wall or a chair, then just do what makes sense for you, right? Okay, right foot down. I'm just going to bring that left knee up, and I'm going to grab in front of my left knee and just try and pull that up towards my chest. Okay, and just stand right here. But you can also grab behind that left knee. Again, we can use just one hand and hold, and then the other hand onto the wall or a stationary device near us. And then we find the comfort with standing tall. An additional benefit of also stretching through our glutes and our hamstrings here, and the connection into our back. Of course, all sorts of strength going on in that right foot as we feel that foot just working in our shoe. Maybe we're barefoot, I don't know. I like to work out barefoot. And go ahead and set down. Let's do the other thing. Let's do the other thing, the other side. Okay? Yeah. Now I enjoy working out barefoot, and a lot of times I'll do that in my own workouts, especially at home. I won't go to the gym. Of course, a lot of classes, I get to go to work, and I get to go to work in shorts and workout gear and sweatpants, and then barefoot to go teach yoga classes and Pyo classes and stuff like that. It's like, hey, it's funny when my daughter gets to see me leave the house, and I don't have any socks or anything with me. I'm wearing shoes, but when I get there, I get to go to work, and I get to be barefoot at work. Okay? That's a pretty fun deal. That's a pretty fun deal. All right. Good deal. 3, 2, and done. Perfect. All right. Now, we got one more. Back to a little bit of dynamic land, moving, okay? So we're just going to tap back, and it's a knee lift, okay? But we're going to do a little bowler with that left leg. So we're just going to slightly bring it to the outside of that right leg. So it's a little bowl, and then a knee lift. Right hand to left knee, okay? Whoop. You can see I've already kind of got wobbly there. Because there's a little bit of side to side and then up and down motion here. So when we're coming out of this, we feel like we need to go side to side with it, when in actuality we need to just go straight up and down. Okay, so that's where that wobbly challenge comes from, is feeling like we need to come out of it side to side. Okay? All right. We got 3 and 2, and then switch to the other side. Good. Left foot grounded, right foot tapping back. A little bowler, a little kingpin right here. Anybody ever seen that movie, Bill Murray and Kingpin, hair flopping about? Watched that movie recently. My daughter's really interested in going back and watching some of the older classic movies. it's all relative, I suppose. But like, you know, hey, what movies did you watch growing up, Dad? And what were some of the, you know, so like Caddyshack and Animal House. And right now, she's really interested in all the mafia movies for some reason. Because we're Italian and, you know, that's our heritage. And so she's really interested in all the mafia movies, 3, 2, and 1. So, you know, watched a little Godfather. Yeah. Make you an offer you can't refuse. Oh, that's right. So, okay. Oh, okay. A little bit longer break right here. We haven't taken a long enough break yet, so we'll do that right now. And then we'll come back and we'll do those 4 again. All right. Yeah, what a cast in that, in those movies. We're on Godfather 2 right now, of course. You know, Bobby D is in that one, De Niro, and you got Pacino and Marlon Brando, and you know, just a whole bunch of cast of characters. Jimmy Caan and Bobby Duvall. Yeah, and Diane Keaton. Remember Diane Keaton? Boy, she was so young in in those movies. All right. Okay, where are we at? Hand to toe. Hand to toe. Okay, revolved hand to toe, right foot down, left knee coming up. We'll initially support that left knee with that left hand, and then we're going to switch hands and replace it with the right hand. And then point that left hand behind us, okay? And again, if we're feeling a little bit daring, we want to take a peek back there, go ahead and do so. And if not, you know, just find the spot that works for you, okay? All right, there's no requirements to do any part of this. But, you know, we show up so we can move, right? I mean, that's part of it. But we also want to make sure that we're staying in the spot to where we can stay safe, injury-free, while getting the value of moving our bodies. That's the key thing right there. 3, 2, and set it down. Same thing, other side. Left foot down, right knee on up. Right hand supports that knee initially, and then replace that right hand with that left and point that right hand behind you. Good. All sorts of balance going on here. Whew. I don't know about you, but I can feel my foot in my shoe right now, that left foot. All sorts of activity going on in that shoe. Just trying to grip into that shoe, rock it a little bit side to side, you know, which actually builds a lot of strength into our feet and into our arches and into our calves. And it's really good for us. Stand on one leg. It's a lot of effort too. Okay, 3, 2, and bada boom, bada bing. I guess that's all the mafia influence on me right there. Bada boom, bada bing. How you doing? How you doing? Okay. All right. I forgot where we're heading. Okay. Little running man. Okay, so right foot down, running to knee lift, a little dynamic, and then the hold. Okay, so right foot down, we're going to lean in. That runner's balance, and then draw that left knee up. Good. All right. And just go through this at your own pace. And then we'll find in just a little moment, just a little bit longer, we'll find those isometrics. Good. So then the next time we find that runner's balance, hold the position. Hold. Whoo. Breathe through it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Left knee lifts and hold. 3, 2, and boom. All right. Okay. All right, left foot down, right foot moving around. Here we go, lean into it, lean into it. All right. Good. Lean and lift, lean and lift. Nice even tempo. Keeping that control, keeping that stability best we can. That right foot taps. So be it. All right, next time we find that runners, let's hold that position. And then draw that right knee up and hold that position. And done. All right, very nice. Very nice. Okay, just knee to chest now. Knee to chest. right foot on the ground. We're going to draw that left knee up. Trying to hold onto the leg with both hands, either behind the knee or in front of the knee, and then just finding a way to stand nice and tall in that position, okay? This is all we're doing. Just kind of hanging out here. It's like we're lounging on a chair, except we're standing on one leg while we're doing it. But you know, feel that knee into the hands and the hands into the knee, and kind of that tension, because that actually can help us. You know, as we rock back or lean back into it a little bit, get a good stretch between those shoulders. But keeping that tension, you know, kind of helps us with keeping our stability as well. Okay, and everything's loose up top. If we're just kind of hanging out here and barely hanging on, then we're gonna wobble around, so we get a little tension right there. Good. 3, 2, and then switch other side. Good stuff right there. Left foot down, right knee on up. Let's get some. Here we go. And you'll find, you know, maybe that you're balanced a little bit better on one side than the other. You know, that's just part of the realization of practicing some of this balance. You know, I get a lot of folks come to me saying, I can't believe how weak my dominant side is, or how much less balance I have on my dominant side. That my weaker side is actually balance is better than my dominant side. And so, you know, I don't know which one it might be for you, but you know, it's very typical to have one side, you know, stronger than the other, one side more balanced than the other. So it's very typical. There's nothing wrong with you, in other words, okay? In case you were thinking something might be wrong with you there. Okay, have we held this leg long enough? I'm wondering if we have. We probably have. All right, good. All right, a little bowl and knee, bowl and knee. We're just gonna tap that knee. So that left leg comes back, and we're gonna tap that knee, okay? So we wanna go side to side. Don't go straight up and down. Go straight up and down, okay? All right, back to dynamic, moving world here. Good. All right. Looking good right there. Looking good. We got 3, 2, and then switch to the other side, okay? Left foot down, right foot tapping back. Let's get it going. Tap and knee lift. Left hand to right knee. All right. That's how we make it happen. That's how we make it happen. Good. Few more. Give me 3 more. How about that? And that should do it right there. That's 30 seconds. Very nice. A little bit of a break. We're moving on. New section to our strength section, lower body to begin with. Get a couple exercises we're going to work on there. Okay. All right. So we got 3 exercises that we're going to do. I may introduce the chair right here, or if you have a stability ball, you know, that's something. None of this is required, by the way, but it's just going to be some options that might exist as we get into this. Okay, let me just grab I meant to have my stability ball out. Let me just grab it off camera and right back on camera. There we go. All right. I'm just going to set it back here. And I might grab it, but I'm going to put a little weight there just to kind of keep it from moving around. Stay. Sit, move, sit. Okay, anybody remember that? Okay, I bet you do. All right, first one is a wide leg side to side lunge. Wide leg lateral lunge. Okay, so if you're using weights, maybe just one weight right here, just one weight in either a goblet hold or holding the edges of the dumbbell. It's gonna be really hard to do this one with the bands, but I'm gonna try it anyway, okay? Because why not if you have the bands? We'll see if this works, okay? Oh yeah, it definitely works. So make sure that band's in the arches. Make sure you don't lift those feet up once you get that band in the arches. Woo. I don't know if that's working or not. Okay, all right. Let me try it one more time. I just need to make sure I get that's better. Okay, wide stance. So whether you have weight in your hands, okay, or those bands in your hands, we're going to stay right here in this wide stance, and then we're going to rock side to side. One knee bends and the other straightens, and just rock side to side, okay? So that's what we're doing. Again, we're holding that weight right here, or using that band side to side. And just imagine you're kind of sitting back, as if that chair was behind me, or that ball back there. I'm trying to just set my tailbone onto that ball. I'm reaching for it, so I'm sitting back into the heels of my feet, even though the whole foot stays on the ground. Both feet facing forward. Sometimes I'll get folks, when we do this, they'll point their toes to the side and turn it into a front lunge. That's fine. Just be aware you're doing a front lunge. Okay. All right. Lesson 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Good. All right. Now, plie or sumo stance drop squat. So let me show it the band first, and then I'll grab the weights. So we're going to just act like we're holding the band just right here in the center. We're going to drop down with it and lift back up. We'll probably lose a little bit of tension on that band. Okay, try and hang on to it while you're doing that. And then I'll show it with the weights, okay? And I'm just going to do one weight here, but you can do multiple weights as well. I grab something a little bit heavier. We're going to keep that weight right down there and just drop straight down with it. Knees to toes, wide stance, toes pointing out this time, okay? Making sure those knees go towards those toes as they point out. All right. Good stuff. Good squat. Making sure those knees aren't going way too far. If they're going way too far in front of those toes, okay, if it feels awkward on those ankles, you'll definitely feel that. Then spread those feet out a little bit more. And if you can barely get down because those feet are way out there, oh, nope, not happening. Walk the feet in, okay? All right. Every single one of us has that sweet spot. 3, 2, and done. Okay. All right. On to calf raises. Calf raises. We're going to do one leg at a time, okay? So maybe we're grabbing a little spot on the wall or the back of the chair, okay, and just hanging our hand right there, okay? And I'm going to show a version where we're also sitting on the chair, and it's also going to be a stability ball. Okay, so we'll start right foot down, left foot off the ground, okay? Right foot on the ground, and we can just stay right here and balance it out, then just lift our right heel up. Weight in the right hand if you're using a weight, okay? And I like to just wrap my leg around my ankle. Let's go ahead and get started right here, and then I'll start showing variations, okay? And then one of those variations, just keep the hand on the chair and lift that right heel. Stay right here on the right side, okay? Now another variation, sitting onto the chair, I'll just show this side, and just set the weight right above the knee, not on the kneecap, but that soft part of that knee, and just lift that heel right there, okay? You do the same thing with that stability ball back there by sitting on that. I'll show that one next time. Working those calf muscles, also working into the ankles, heels, arches of those feet. 3, 2, and switch sides. Switch sides. I'm going to come over here by the wall. Okay, left foot down, weight in the left hand. Just wrap that right leg around the ankle. Okay. And begin lifting. We're going, I don't know. That was a Dave 30 seconds, that last one. I'll admit to that. I went for a long time on that one. Let me show you the stability ball option just real quick as I bring that up. Same idea as that seated position. We're just sitting on a little cushier seat here, okay? Now, if you want, you can also just have 2 weights and set them on both knees and do both legs at the same time. So, there's always options to make it happen, right? To make it happen for you. Good. We're right at 3 and 2 and done. Okay, let me put back all of my propaganda over here. All my contraband, all my tomfoolery. Okay. All right. Good stuff. Lots of options, right? To get those calves working. Anybody feeling those calves now? Okay, maybe second time through. We're going to add a little twist to it. We're definitely going to go, Dave, 30 seconds on those. You know, the one thing I didn't show is the bands on those. But the same idea with those bands is you probably want to just be very careful. Whatever, you just want to be very careful with those, you know, because you're going to lift those heels up. And you probably want a little tension, so you just press onto the ball of the foot, okay? And get a little tension, right? Oh yeah, definitely feeling that. Definitely feeling that. Okay, all right. Back to the top, back to our 3 wide leg lunge. Wide leg side lunge. I'm gonna use the weights this time and keep that band right there. Again, feet forward like we're on skis, but out of control. Okay, heel to toe on the ground, both feet. Let's go side to side. Find that chair with your tailbone. Find that chair with your tailbone. Good. There we are. Working, working. Side to side. Get it going. Sitting back. Trying to just feel that crease between your hip and your quad. Okay? Feel that crease develop. It's almost the body's way of saying, that's the point you need to be. That's the stopping point. Don't go any further than that. Just kind of letting you know there's a little stopper right there. Okay? 3, 2, and done. Excellent. All right, sumo or plie, drop squats. Wide stance, toes pointing out, and that weight just hanging down. Straight down. Okay? All right, and here we go. And we can also use those vegetable broth cans too as weights. It's not just there to think about what recipes we're going to use them for. Nope. So when I was talking about movies earlier, it dawned on me, I don't know how it went from Kingpin to Godfather. I don't know how our travels took us there. I think we were just looking at goofy 80s movies and starting to get on a little Bill Murray kick. And then we went to a Belushi kick, and then of course Pacino and De Niro. I think we're following actors versus genres right now. Yeah, just great actors. Okay, I mean, yeah, Bill Murray's pretty awesome. Yeah, Belushi was hilarious, but he doesn't have much to follow, of course. We all know what happened there. 3, 2, and done. Okay, all right, back to those calf raises. This time a little something different. Okay, let's get back into just that normal calf raise. And weight in the right hand, right foot on the ground. And we'll just do what we did earlier to begin with. Okay, just a normal pace lift. Lift and release. Okay, maybe hard to see. I'm going to come to the center like that. All right. So we're going to go 30 seconds here. And the difference is then we're going to just start churning and burning, as I like to say. Moving as fast as we can. Okay? So start that process right now. Start lifting those heels. Let's go. Let's go. Move as fast as they'll go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. As fast as we can make those heels lift. Okay? We're going 15 seconds. We're right at 3 and 2. Woo! Yes, there we go. A little burn right there. A little spicy in those legs. All right. A little spicy, a little spicy. Left leg down. Right foot off the ground. Weight in that left hand. Let's start doing that calf raise left side. There we go. See how excited I got about calf raises right there? I know. All right. Lifting and releasing. Okay, so we're going to add churn and burn now. Let's go ahead and go. Let's go ahead and go. Add pace, add pace. See how fast we can lift those heels. Going 15 seconds. Whoo, I'm feeling that churn and burn. That's right, that's right, that's right. Keep going, keep going. Right at 3 and 2 and done right there. Excellent job, excellent job. Awesome. All right, all right. Whew, little breather right here. We're moving on to upper body. Upper body. Okay, upper body strength. Feeling those calves now, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Okay, we're gonna go into some alternating and then just unilateral, single-armed moves. Okay, so we'll start with some alternating front raises. Alternating front raises. So I got something pretty light here. Maybe you grab something pretty light too. Okay, we've done front raises. We did front raises on Friday with both hands together. We're going to alternate them this time. Okay, so good, nice, strong foundation. Hands right to the front, palms facing the legs. And we're just going to alternate one hand at a time. Okay, there we go. Soft bend in those elbows, no higher than shoulder height. Let's go ahead and go. 30 seconds right here. Of course, we're squeezing our abs just a little bit, so that gives us that stability. So we're not rocking our body and moving around to lift that weight. That does us no good. We keep everything quiet. The only thing working right now are the arms. Right at 3 and 2 and done right there. Perfect. Good. All right. All right. Single arm corkscrew curls. Single arm corkscrew curls. Maybe something a little bit heavier. I'm going to go ahead and grab something just a little bit heavier. So I got it. All right. That's brilliant. I'm going to grab it so I got it. Palms facing behind you. Palms facing behind you. And they'll end up facing behind you as we bring the weight up and turn the wrist all the way around. One arm at a time. Bring it up, bring it down, and let the other one get moving, okay? So as we turn and bring it up, go ahead and get started if you haven't gotten started already. As we turn, we're trying to bring the inside part of the weight, and maybe if you have the mobility, just tap the shoulder with it. Tap the shoulder with it. It means your pinky finger is pointing towards the shoulder. Now in the fitness world, we call that a supinated position on the hand, but how it feels in like real English, what that means is you're getting a little bit extra squeeze on that bicep. Okay, getting a little extra squeeze. Your arms are working a little bit harder. Okay, so the benefit of we get a little bit stronger. Yeah, there we go. Let's do one more on each side. Okay, okay, okay. All right, there we go. Okay, now just a one-armed row. One-armed row. So weight in the right hand, and we can use, if you got that chair nearby, or if you got something that's, a table or whatever, and if you want, you can just set a hand there, right leg back. You can set a hand there, and then use that for support. Otherwise, you can come back and just set a hand on top of the leg, a little staggered stance, single arm row. Okay, so either chair or the leg, or better yet, that stability ball back here. So that's another option right there, that stability ball. Okay? So it depends on the equipment you have. And if all the equipment you have is just you, hey, that's good. That works. You're pretty good, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Going 30 seconds each arm here. Got about 5 more seconds on this side. Okay, and on to the other side now. On to the other side. Good. All right. Weight in the left hand, left leg back. Right hand on top of the leg if we're doing that, or on the chair, or on that stability ball. I even have this little shelf back here. Okay, let me just get creative with what we're doing. If I want that additional support, I just use that shelf. Okay. All right. So we're just pulling the string on that lawnmower. Thank goodness it's not a snowblower anymore. Okay, just practicing that lawnmower pull right there. working our upper and middle part of our back, trying to squeeze those shoulder blades toward each other as we bring them up or toward the middle of our spine, since we're only going one arm at a time. All right, that's enough there. Very nicely done. Okay, single arm tricep kickbacks. Similar position with the body. Similar position with the body. We can use the chair and, or that stability ball or that staggered stance. So what we're going to do is just going to hinge over, lean over, hand high in the leg, avoid the knee, and with that right arm, keep the elbow right into the ribs and drive that arm back. Good. Working those push muscles, working those push muscles. Where do we use those push muscles? Especially these triceps, okay? How many of us, when we get out of the chair, just get out of the chair, okay? Or, especially a couch, one of those really cushy couches, how many of us need to push off that couch, right? Okay, so there's maybe a workable example, yeah? Okay, 3, 2, and then switch other side. That's right, those push muscles. Heck, even getting out of bed, you gotta push off that bed, right? Okay, same thing on the side. Keep that elbow tucked into those ribs and just lengthen the arm, kick that hand back. All right, 3 and 2 and done. Excellent. All right, very nice. A little breather right here. We're gonna go through all of those 4 exercises again. Single, alternating, unilateral moves, okay? That's the little theme to it. That's the little theme. A little sip of agua right here. We'll get back to it. All right. So alternating front raises back, long arms, maybe something a little bit lighter, right? Okay. All right. Palms facing those legs. Long arms, soft bend in those elbows, no higher than shoulder height. Let's get some shoulders working. Here we go. 30 seconds. That's right, building up those shoulders. Getting stronger right here. Getting stronger and healthier today. Going a little bit higher in shoulder height, okay. You know, it's not the worst thing that can happen. We want to stay as close to shoulder height and in control as we can. 3 and 2 and done. Nice, there we are. Okay, single arm corkscrew curls, or alternating corkscrew curls, okay? Not single arm, because we're gonna have both weights. Maybe something a little heavier on that weight choice this time. Okay, palms facing away from you. When you curl all the way around, palms still facing behind you, okay? Just a little rotation on that wrist, just a variation on how we do that curl. And then again, bringing that pinky finger pointed towards your shoulder. And that variation just gets the full range on the muscle, okay? You might wonder, okay, well, you know, when we do it some other times, are we not getting the full range? We're just doing a different variation, just different variation. Now, if we did the same thing over and over and over again, first of all, it'd get really, really boring, right? That's right. Second of all, our body would get used to it. Our body would build efficiencies, okay? That's like when people, all they do if they go out and they run on the trail, that the same 2 miles for the next 3 months is not the same 2 miles in terms of calorie burn on their bodies, because their body becomes efficient, okay? We also describe it where I read it 3, 2, and 1 is if we mow our lawn in the same direction every time, then our lawn is going to learn how we mow our lawn. And so it's going to start growing in that pattern, and again, it's going to become more efficient, and it's not going to be as good of a cut on our lawn. Okay, single arm, thinking about lawn, single arm lawn mowers right here. Right hand has the weight, right leg back, staggered stance, use the chair, use the stability ball. Here we go. All right, pull that lawnmower. Whew. Yeah, I meant to mowed the lawn. The lawn was really, really long. I didn't get to it until this weekend, but I had it planned. I had it set aside to do it on Wednesday, and then all of a sudden this white stuff showed up all over the place. And I'm like, what's going on? I was supposed to mow my lawn today. Doesn't Mother Nature know? Apparently she knew, and she's just like, move along, move along. 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Okay. All right. Wait in that left hand. Let's row. I'm working those upper and middle part of our back muscles right here. We do some pulling. This is the pull. Like we're out in that garden pulling those weeds out. We're out in that garden getting all those weeds left over from last year, or even maybe some of those plants, those big root systems. That's this pull motion right here. Got to get them out, got to clean it up. Yeah. And then we're done here. Then we're going to push. Drive some stakes in there. Okay, push a shovel in, start digging up the turf and tilling it around. Weight in that right hand. Staggered stance again, except kickbacks this time. Tuck that elbow right there into the ribs. Keep it there and drive it back. Those push muscles now. Helps us to push that shovel in to the ground. Push those seeds into the dirt. Don't have to push very hard. Now, get that garden planted. 3, 2, and done. Other side. Other side. Here we go. All right. Few more. 3, 2, and done right there. Excellent. All right. Let's set the weights down on to the side or on the ground or wherever you're setting them down. And let's find a seated position on the ground. On the ground. Got 2 exercises that we're going to do. A little seated core. Seated core. Okay. We're going to stay seated for both of them. And the first one is called a V-sit kick. V-sit kick. So feet and knees together, hands to the side and leaning back, creating almost this letter V shape, okay? And all we're going to do is hinge through our knees here, not moving any other part of our body, just to kick our toes up and tap the heels down. So V-sit kick. Whew. Yeah. See, that's something already. Feeling that right across the top of the legs. Okay. Trying to keep everything quiet, so there's a tendency to lean back into this. Trying to just hinge through those knees, and that's all that's moving. All right, 3, 2, pull forward, seated child's pose. Okay. All right, next one's called a seated heel tap or seated soccer juggle. I'm going to turn slightly to the front here. So we're either tapping our heels or knees, opposite hand, opposite heel, or knee. Okay, so one foot staying on the ground and the other coming in. Heel taps. Or again, knee taps, right? Okay. There we go. That's seated position. You know, sometimes this bothers the tailbone. If you want, you can sit back into it and move one leg at a time, okay? So, if it bothers your tailbone, make some choices for you. Okay, just keep the similar motion. That's all you got to think about. Not trying to overthink it. Go ahead, 3, 2, and then pull forward. Feeling that. All right. Of course, a lot of that upright work we did earlier, and that stability and balance, is also core work. So we're getting a little bit of double dose of that. right here. Okay, we got those two that we're going to do one more time again. Okay, so feet, knees together, hands to the side, toe kickers, or V-sit kicks, and begin. You can just hinge through those knees. It's all it's moving. It's all it's moving. Nice. Keep going. Whew. Anybody feeling that across top of the legs? 3, 2, and done. Pull forward. Excellent job. Good. Loosen up that back a little bit. All right, heel taps. One final thing to do. Okay, a little wider stance with those feet. Hands to the side. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Actually, hands just up. Always keeping one foot on the ground. We can also, again, do knee taps right here. Tap those knees. This gets right into the top of those quads too, those hip flexors. Yeah. All right. Good stuff. 5 seconds. And right at 3, 2, and done. Pull forward. Seated child's pose. All right, on to our cool down and stretch. We did our part today, folks. Good. Let's bring both legs out in front, toes toward the shins. Inhale up nice and tall. Exhale forward, fold, reach as far as you can forward, and then just rest the hands onto the feet, ankles, or shins, or just beside the legs. Good stretch through the hamstrings here and the connection into our glutes and lower back. You might feel all of that working together. All right. As we exhale and sit back up, take that left foot, bring it to the inside, right to the inside of that right knee, and the eye of your right elbow wraps in front of that left knee. Give that leg a hug as we turn to the left side. Stay nice and tall, a little rotation here. A good stretch into our lower back and then the outside of our leg. Excellent. Same thing, other side. Same thing, other side. Good. Right foot to the inside. Eye of that left elbow wraps around the front of that right knee and then rotates. Good. Let's come back front and center now. Either straight legs or easy seated position. Cross at the wrist, palms together, drop the crown of the head between the arms as we round the shoulders and stretch between those shoulders. Good stretch right there through those shoulders in the middle of our back. And then let's take our left hand and grab our wrist behind our back, our right wrist behind our back. Pull it through, make a wing on the left side. Wing on the left side. And bring our chin to our chest and exhale our left ear to our left shoulder. That's a stretch along the right side of our neck and shoulder. Relax your jaw, space between your teeth. Okay, same thing other side. Right hand grabs the left wrist, pull it through, make a wing on the right and our chin to our chest, right ear to right shoulder. And a nice stretch on the left side this time. All right, release those hands. There we go. That's Strong for Life for today, for Monday. Never miss a Monday. We didn't. We made it happen right here. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll see each other real soon, right? All right. Good deal. Have a great day.